Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bradline Wolf, and today's video I'm going to be looking at yet another piece of equipment, and again it's going to be on the cheaper end of the scale. I'm kind of focusing on budget equipment right now, and it is this. It's the Eurohike 120 lumen COB head torch. Obviously, as you can see, I haven't taken it out of the packet yet, so that's something I'm going to be doing right now, and I'm going to be walking you through the features of it and whether I would recommend it or not. Spoiler, I would recommend it because a head torch is always a good idea anyway. As I say, I'll go through the features and talk you through what I find. So let's switch the view right now and get on with the unboxing and the review. One thing I really should do is get a proper camera so that the writing is actually the correct way round as opposed to back to front on this camera. But that's by the by. Let's get on with this. So Eurohike 120 lumen COB head torch, or headlight, or headlamp, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are in the world. Now, obviously, the 120 lumens means that that's the brightness it gives out. It is, like most head torches these days, LED based. So the advantage of LEDs, as you probably know, over bulbs, not that it's easy to get hold of bulb head torches or bulb torches anymore. You don't have the little dark ring right in the middle of the light as you look down on it. They last longer and they tend to be brighter over the given distance. The disadvantage, however, is they don't cast a light over a long distance, which is why for a longer beam you need more LEDs, which is where bulb actually has the advantage, because a bulb will cast its light further. That's by the by. We're looking at an LED head torch here, so yeah, just bear that in mind. So as you can see, 120 lumens in terms of the LEDs should last 6 to 8 hours, which is actually pretty accurate. Given LEDs do last a lot longer on batteries as opposed to bulbs. And the 12 to 15 meter light cast, again, that's about right for 120 lumens. As I say, the LEDs are not designed for long distance, they are designed for short distance. I'm sure at some point in the future we'll get a technology that can basically do both. So let's have a look. Let's get the torch out the packaging and see what we can find. Knife alert! Knife alert! Oh no, I've got a knife out again. I must be one of those dangerous idiots that needs knives. Is my knife registered and serialized and numbered and everything else? And you'll understand what I'm talking about if you've seen one of my previous videos. Right. Okay, so that is the head torch out of its packaging. So it's on an elasticated strap, I can already tell, so that's obviously a massive advantage. You can make it slightly smaller and make it fit onto your head a lot better. With a head torch like this, to make the adjustable strap, there's got to be a buckle somewhere. In this case, there's 2 of them at the back here. Nice and easy to adjust. Make it smaller, make it bigger. There are 2 on the side, one there, one there. So obviously a massive advantage to that. Like I say, to make an adjustable strap, there's got to be a buckle somewhere. Some manufacturers put it here, some manufacturers put it here. Again, as I was discussing last week with the buckle on the walking pole, a buckle like that can cause irritation on your head when you wear it, but in this case it's not so bad as on your wrist. I say two buckles, that's actually just an adjustment buckle. The buckle itself is that one there. That's just to turn it back, turn the strap back. So that's me making a slight mistake there. The head torch itself, or the actual bulb itself, is fairly lightweight, although all the weight is at the front. Even though it's a lightweight torch, all the weight is at the front, which can feel a bit off, a bit lopsided on your head. Some manufacturers still put a battery pack at the back. The battery pack at the back does make it feel more balanced, but does increase the bulk. Everything being at the front makes it more compact, but as I say, can make it feel unbalanced. That's just a personal thing though. Batteries are already inside with a little pull tab. Pull that out. Power should now be flowing, which it is. So two-step lighting in there. But before we move on to that, just want to say that the actual opening into the battery compartment, there's no rubber seal that I can see or feel around the battery compartment. So the water resistancy on this is questionable. Easy enough to open up though, even with gloved hands, because of the tab extends over the back of the base. But like I say, questionable waterproofing on that. Now, obviously this is not a high voltage, high amperage device. It's not going to shock you or give you a massive electric shock, but with the water, if water gets inside, obviously it may end up causing short circuit, may end up causing the batteries to die off a lot quicker. So it's just something to be aware of. Again, close that up. Okay, the beam itself, I'm not going to shine this into the camera because that's just silly, but as you can see, you've got nice bright blue white light there, casting no shadow whatsoever, which makes life a lot easier. And then the dollar light, which is probably better for reading and obviously looking at other people. And then there's off. I should imagine, in fact I don't know, I will read the back, doesn't say, but if I hold it down, I wonder if we get, yep, we actually get SOS flashing on the beam, as you can see there, which is a fantastic feature. Okay, so that's now switched off. So that's not an unusual feature in a head torch like this, but it's certainly a welcome feature. Some of the head torches that you can get will actually give you a red beam as well, and the red beam obviously does not destroy your night vision, unlike white light like that. Now, the other thing you've got to be aware of with a head torch like this, in fact, there's a couple of things you've got to be aware of. Even though the LEDs don't cast as far a light, it is a brighter light, so you do need to be careful when you're looking at somebody not to blind them. Secondly, and just as important, if you're map reading, now I haven't got the license to show any OS maps, But if you're map reading at night, occasionally, because of the slight blue hue from head torches, grid lines can disappear under blue light, under the blue white light. It's not a massive problem now. Used to be in the past, but it's not. But it is something to still be aware of. Like I say, I would demonstrate it, but I don't have the license from Ordnance Survey to show Ordnance Survey maps in a video, unfortunately. Going back to the strap and actually talking about shining torches in people's faces. This strap, this type of strap, again has its advantages and disadvantages. The advantage to this is that you can actually drop the head torch around your neck easier, and I will show that in a minute. Drop the head torch around your neck easier to read maps and to speak to people. The disadvantage is because it doesn't have a top strap, it will fall down your head a lot easier, around your neck a lot easier. It's not so much of a problem because you can still do what you need to do, but obviously it does limit your vision slightly, and I will demonstrate that, like I say, in a second. Overall, would I recommend this head torch? Again, I've already said it. Yes, I would. Head torch is an invaluable piece of equipment. Whether you go for a budget version like this or a slightly more expensive version. So, as I say, what I will do now is I'm going to put this on my head. I'll show you what I mean by being able to put this at different points. So this is the head torch actually on my head as it is now. The strap's actually a little bit too tight for me, but that doesn't matter right now as I'm doing some demonstration. Turn the head torch all the way down, switch it on, and as you can see, I can see what I need to do down here. I'm trying not to point the light straight in the camera and blind you all, but if I need to speak to somebody or look at somebody, I can actually drop the light a bit and drop it down around my neck, and hopefully you can see, I can still see what I need to do down here, but I can also speak to somebody without blinding them in the face. So switch that off and take that off. Oh dear, came off the strap rather easily. That's not a good feature, not a good bit of design. That's okay though, because it easily slots back on. Okie dokie. So that being said, I hope that's helped. I hope that's given you an idea of head torches to look for, features to look for, and again, whether I would recommend this one or not. Absolutely. So thanks for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.